Does my ex miss me? You are surely wondering what your ex is thinking, what your ex is doing, and if they still think about you after the latest breakup, separation, or divorce that you are currently facing. I know this because I've talked to so many individuals that were in your shoes. And that is one of the most frequently asked questions that I have to deal with during coaching sessions. Why are you constantly thinking about what your ex is thinking about? Of course, you miss them and you want to get back together. And you perhaps even have a tendency of obsessing over this end result of getting back together. But what years of experience has shown is that the more you think about your ex, the more you are really giving a lot of focus to what they're thinking and what they're doing, the less likely you are to focus on the processes and the elements that will help you to successfully get back together. Ultimately, in order to be successful, you need to focus on you and on the things that you can control. And worrying so much about what your ex is thinking and doing will only lead you to be triggered and to make mistakes that will ultimately push them away. Of course, I know that it is hard. You are thinking about them, and especially when you have a lot of downtime, especially before going to sleep at night. How can you really take control over this process and to quiet that little voice in your brain that's making you feel inadequate? This is what I really want you to reflect on. As you're able to make small changes in your life, to take control of your process of personal transformation, you will see that you will start to think about your ex less and less, and that they actually will be thinking about you more and more, because you will be moving closer to the person that they fell in love with and moving away from the person that you became during the relationship or towards the end, the person that they said no to. Some of you may be alarmed or triggered by this notion of thinking about your ex less because you want to be with them and you feel good when you're thinking about them, or at least you still feel connected to the old relationship. But the reality is that you are deceiving yourself. You're staying connected to a relationship that your ex said no to. And you're actually preventing yourself from developing the right mindset, the right actions, and the right focus that will help change the way your ex sees you and thus feels about you. So if you want your ex to miss you, the best way to make them miss you is for you to be able to offer something new, for you to be able to go back to being that person that they fell in love with. And in order to do that, you need to have projects, you need to have goals, and you need to be living with purpose. And that's where personal transformation comes into play, and how we have been able to help thousands of people to successfully get back together. Right before recording this video, there's a young man in Pennsylvania that emailed me saying that they no longer needed to connect with me because they got back together with the person that they love. How were they able to do that? By following this exact strategy, by being patient, by being detached, by focusing on the things that they can control, in order to get their ex to also buy into the process. So, you can do this. But the more you focus on what your ex says and what your ex does, the less likely you are to reach your goals. And this is the key message that I wanted to share with you in this podcast episode, in this video. I'm eager to hear from you, though. I want to know why and when have you noticed that you really, really miss your ex? Why do you miss your ex? And are there particular triggers that you've identified that perhaps we can start to work around in order to help you feel good and in order for you to be in the right mindset? My name is Coach Adrian. Thank you for your support. And I and my team are here to help you. Take good care and see you soon.